morning, everyone. It's a beautiful day in downtown Detroit, and I'm honored to be here to participate in the CEED Roundtable. I've been participating with Robin's Roundtable since 2008, and I really enjoy it. I'm inspired by the business owners that I meet in this environment and indeed every day. So I'm going to give you a quick overview of the services and programs of the SBA so that we can get to really the meat of the program that you came to hear, which is mobile technology. SBA is a federal agency. Most of you know that. We were established in 1953. The reason we're in existence is to help businesses get started, help them stay in business, and help them grow. And we focus on three areas. We like to call them the three C's. The first C is counseling, the second C is capital, and the third C is contracting or government contracting. The first C, counseling, to my way of thinking, is really one of the most valuable services that the SBA provides, and that's to help you, as Tom said, at the beginning stages and all along the history and journey of your business, to help you make the right decisions, bounce ideas off of people who have been there and done that. And we provide counseling services through our resource partners. And SCORE has been our counseling resource partner the longest. As Tom said, they were established in 1964. They're all volunteers. They do their work because they really want to give back and they want to see businesses succeed and to share the information that they've learned over the years. And it's my privilege to be the SCORE liaison for the state of Michigan. And I'm constantly amazed at their dedication, their brilliance. They just do a fantastic job. I often think, wow, what would they do if they got paid to do this work? Because it's amazing to me how much time they put in. They come down on a Saturday at a moment's notice. Anytime I need coverage for a conference or a workshop for a specific audience, they're right there for me. So I highly encourage you to engage with them if you haven't already. And we call Tom Raymond the machine. He's just amazing. He counsels more than anybody, he trains more than anybody, he knocks on the doors and looks for those businesses that really need the help. So I really appreciate working with him. And he didn't tell you he was the counselor of the year, so. We love our SCORE. The second organization that we fund, and I should say, SBA is kind of like the parent of our resource partners. We provide some funding, and they in turn match those funds and provide the services to you. The second organization that we fund is the Michigan Small Business and Technology Development Center, and that's a program that we fund. Their headquarters is in Grand Valley State University. They have 12 regional centers all over the state of Michigan. In Detroit, the closest one is within, I think, throwing distance from here on Madison. And I passed out this little resource guide. The SBTDC locations are listed on page 16, and the SCORE locations are listed on page 14. The SBTDC receives funding from the SBA, the MEDC, and then they match those funds with their resource hosts, typically a college or an economic development organization. The Detroit SBTDC is hosted by Eastern Michigan University, and they have locations in Oakland County, in Livonia, in Monroe, in Detroit, and in Macomb County. So they kind of cover the Tri-County area and below pretty well. And their services are similar to SCORE. They provide free one-on-one business counseling. They also have free secondary market research data. So if you are going to start a business or you're thinking about expanding your product or service line, you can access their services to do some market research to kind of validate any assumptions that you're coming up with to grow your business or start your business. They also provide low-cost training programs, and I love working with them as well. SCORE and SBTDC work hand in hand. They complement each other's services, particularly if SBTDC needs a particular expertise area, like in retail or manufacturing, they often call upon SCORE to help. And I love to see that because good things happen when you collaborate. Another resource that we have that's available to everybody is our U.S. Export Assistance Center. And that's a cooperative program between the U.S. Department of Commerce, the SBA, and Exim Bank. And they focus on businesses that are looking to export to other countries or who are already engaged in exporting. They have specific financing programs for that. It's a great resource. And all of these resources are in this book, or you can go on our website, which is also in this book, www.sba.gov/MI for Michigan. In addition to the U.S. Export Assistance Center, we have women business centers. And CEED is one of our women business centers, and we provide funding to them to establish their programs to help women business centers. And I love working with CEED on every level. They're always there, they're creative, they're dedicated, and as you can see, they put together some very interesting programs, and I encourage you to access their services as well. In addition to CEED, we have a women business center in Grand Rapids called GROW, and we also have one in Benton Harbor called Cornerstone Alliance, and they all do great work. In addition to physical resources and one-on-one individual resources, our website has a lot of information on it. So if you're kind of sleepy one night and you're not quite going to bed, you can hop online to www.sba.gov/MI, and there's online training programs and lots of good information on our website. You can also get plugged into our mobile applications. We do have Twitter and Facebook, and we have a resource called the SBA Community that has all kinds of good information on that. So, as I like to say at all of these events, there's really a lot of information and resources to help you as a business owner if you know where to look. And today, you're connecting in with CEED, and you're being introduced to a lot of resources that are out there. And I highly encourage you to take advantage of them. The second C that we focus on, and I think that the SBA is known for, is our access to capital programs. A lot of people think that you come down to the SBA and you apply for a loan directly, and that's not the case. We used to do direct lending many years ago, but we don't do that anymore. But rather we have 3 programs that focus on access to capital and business loans for small businesses. And I'll briefly go over the 3 programs. I'm not going to belabor them. If you go on our website, there's detailed information on those. We have a loan guarantee program that's called the 7A. And that program is a loan guarantee program. The guarantee goes to the borrower, or to the lender, not the borrower. And it's up to 85% of whatever you're borrowing. The cool thing about an SBA guarantee is that it allows a bank to go just a bit outside of their policy and make a deal happen that they otherwise couldn't. And why would a lender need to use the SBA program? There's a couple of reasons, a couple of common reasons that you would access the SBA loan programs. One would be, say, you're a service business and you're needing a loan to maybe expand your business, do some marketing, buy some computer equipment, or hire a person. But you're a service business, so you don't have a lot of hard assets to put up as collateral for your loan. The SBA program often helps mitigate a shortfall in collateral. That's one reason. Another reason might be you want to extend the terms of your loan. Maybe what you're looking to borrow to purchase, maybe a bank can go out 5 years. With an SBA guarantee, we can extend those terms maybe to 10 years, and that frees up cash flow in your business and allows you to do what you need to do to grow your business. That's another real common reason. Another reason would be if it's a startup, almost anytime a bank finances a startup, an SBA guarantee would be would be used. And I'm not suggesting that it's easy to fund a startup. We all know that it's not, but the SBA guarantee is used often for that. So you can use an SBA guarantee loan for almost any purpose that you would use any other business loan for equipment, machinery, real estate, working capital, those kinds of things. The other program that we're known for is called the 504 program, and that's a fixed asset financing program. So say if you're going to buy a building or a big piece of equipment or machinery that has a long use life, that the 504 program might be a program that you'd be interested in. And it's a three-pronged program. You have a relationship with the borrower, with a bank, and with a certified development corporation. And the good thing about this program is that for the borrower, you can get your loan for 10% into the project. For the bank, puts in 50% of the loan, and they get first lien position on any assets that are financed. So the bank's like that. The 40% of the loan comes from the Certified Development Corporation. And the cool thing about that portion of the loan is that that portion is, the interest rate is set for the life of the loan, and there's no balloon. So that's an attractive program for certain kinds of loans. And there are several CDCs that function in the Detroit metro area. And we have them all over the state of Michigan as well. 504. A lot of these are named for the legislation that was passed during the Small Business Act. They have really no other reason for that. The third loan program Robin touched on is our microloan program. And our microloan program is established for businesses that might not be ready or able for bank financing. They're for a number of reasons. Maybe it's a startup, maybe there are credit issues, maybe there's collateral that banks or other lenders don't accept. So it's a great program. I love it because it kind of helps grassroots businesses get started, or businesses that are on their way continue to grow. And as Robin said, the loans go up to $50,000, but I think the average loan is probably closer to $10,000. It's always a term loan, and it's always, I think, six years in duration for the term. The interest rates run around 8%. They're a little bit more expensive than a traditional loan because the loans are a bit riskier. So that's the second C, capital. The third C is government contracting. And the SBA has a staff of business development specialists that focus on some certification programs to assist businesses who are interested in doing business with the federal government. And on your handout that I've provided, the head of that division is Tom Marco, and I think I put his contact information on there. But we have a couple of certification programs. One is 8A, and that's targeted at socially disadvantaged populations. And we have a hub zone program for businesses that are in historically underutilized business zones, or if their employees are in historically underutilized business zones. And that gives you some preferential treatment on federal contracts. I also put in contact information for the SAM, Systems Award Management. If you're interested in doing business with the federal government, you need to register on that before you do anything. And you also make sure you fill out your small business profile, because that puts you on the dynamic small business search engine, and you want to be on that. In addition, there's an organization called PTAC, or Procurement and Technical Assistance Center, and that's also a great starting point if you're looking to do business with either federal, state, or local governments, and that's funded through the state of Michigan and the Department of Defense. So that's a brief recap of the 3 C's: counseling, capital, and contracting. And I encourage you to take advantage of all the programs, and I compliment you on your willingness to start a business in Michigan and grow a business in Michigan, and I thank you for that. Thank you.